Hello there. In one short exchange, the US VP J.D. Vance and the US Defence Secretary Pete Hegseth summed up European defence policy as freeloading off the US. In what should be a massive wake-up call for Europe and the UK, Donald Trump's cabinet secretly, or so they thought, berated Europeans for freeloading off of them. The US is taking direct and decisive action in the Red Sea against Houthi rebels, firing rockets from inside Yemen at merchant shipping. Other Western nations can only hold on to their coattails, as the US is the only Western country able to do that. But the US only relies on the Red Sea and the Suez Canal for 3% of its trade, while 40% of European trade travels that route. The UK and Europe have become weak and lazy where defence is concerned, all down to the expectation that for some or other reason the US taxpayer and armed forces must put themselves on the line for us, so that we don't have to. And it's freed up all that money we should be spending on Europe's defence to allow us to spray it up the global woke wall and claim that soft power wins. While also saying that Europe must always freeload off the US in this manner to keep NATO looking strong. And if we in Europe can't understand that this would eventually get up the US nostril, then we understand nothing. Now, we all know Trump wasn't happy about this right from the way back in 2016, but nor now are other senior members of his cabinet team. So while using Signal Messenger to discuss plans for military action against the Houthis in Yemen, the members of the US cabinet like J.D. Vance and Pete Hegseth were unaware that the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, Jeffrey Goldberg, had been invited into the group, reportedly by their own national security advisor Mike Waltz, who could be for the chop as a result. Or was it a mistake? Maybe a message was being sent out, not just to Europe, but also their own domestic voter audience. Anyway, J.D. Vance expressed dissatisfaction with Europe when talking about the military operation against the Houthis by saying, "I just hate bailing Europe out again." And Pete Hegseth replied saying, "I fully share your loathing of European freeloading. It's pathetic." And this, along with other stuff, was dutifully publicised by the Atlantic journalist. So what do we think the average US citizen will be thinking about this today? Will they be demanding that the US pours more of their tax money and burgeoning national debt into defending Europe's interests? Or not? And I would think this presents a huge headache for European countries that have comprehensively trashed their own manufacturing base via net zero and also destroyed national pride through woke. A double whammy. Proud patriots can't defend themselves without modern weapons of war that they can trust. And it's no good having weapons of war if you have no proud patriots to operate them. Those who push woke and net zero have a lot to answer for. Finally, please like, subscribe and comment below, and thank you for watching.